a few weeks left in the trimester, and we have only two assignments that we are going to do in our Language Arts 10 class. We're going to finish Catcher in the Rye, and we're going to write our literary analysis essay. So let's look at the instructions for our literary analysis essay. So while we're reading Catcher in the Rye, we've been discussing motifs, and hopefully you remember motifs are images and ideas that occur again and again throughout the novel. For example, we see Holden's red hunting cap throughout the novel again and again and again. We start to realize that this hunting cap is more than just a hat. It actually has a deeper meaning. We also see that Holden talks about death and suicide a lot. And again, this has a deeper meaning for the theme of the novel and for this coming of age story. So what we want you to do now is we want you to choose, we're going to have you write an essay. And in this essay, we want you to write 2 to 3 pages, double space, Times New Roman 12-point font. And we want you to choose one motif from Catcher in the Rye. And you're going to develop a thesis statement that explains what that motif means. For example, if you think the red hunting cap is a symbol for Holden's love of Jane Gallagher, you need to write that and prove it with evidence. If you think the red hunting cap is a symbol for Holden's hatred of nationalism, then you need to find evidence of that in the text. What we want you to do, however you do this, is explain what that motif means and why it's important. And we want you to find evidence from the text. If you remember, we did this a few weeks ago where we explained how we cite evidence. And we do that by doing what I call a detail sandwich, where you write your idea, you find details from the text, what page they're on, it could be a quote, it can be an excerpt, and then you're going to expand and explain your idea. If you want a review for how to do that, please go back and review that video. And then as you start to analyze and say what these different motifs mean, we want you to identify what the pattern is. When Holden wears his red hunting cap, do you notice that he always wears it at a particular time? Does something happen right before or after? What happens when he wears his red hunting cap? How does that convey the theme of the story? Here are some of the motifs that you can choose from. If you found a different one from Catcher in the Rye that you'd really like to write about, please let one of us know and we'll give you the thumbs up or thumbs down about it. Red hunting cap, death, blood, or suicide, money and wealth, ducks in Central Park, the idea of phoniness or fakeness, depression and loneliness, sex and perversion, and madness. And remember, all of these are images and ideas and words that occur over and over again throughout Catcher in the Rye, and all of them have a deeper meaning in the text, meaning that they help convey the theme and they help develop the plot. Your job now is to explain how do they do that. All right, let's get started.